Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe, like and share our videos. On the channel today, you're going to learn how to cut a 6 pieces blouse. And if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please keep on watching. I'm going to be working with an already drafted basic bodice block. Please, if you don't have a basic bodice block to work with, draft one from scratch. The first thing you want to do, you want to measure from the bust point your bust radius measurement. Now for this client it is 4 inches. I'm not going to work with 4 inches, I'm going to work with 3.5 inches because I want some kind of push effect on this area of concentration. I want it to lift my breast to make it fuller at the center front. That's why I went up half an inch from the bust radius amount. The next thing you want to do, you want to rule a line across this point. The line you are going to rule along this mark point is known as your under bust line. Yes, your under bust line. I'm not going to fast forward this. I'm going to take my time to teach you how to draft this pattern because I have a lot of people on this table that don't know how to draft a 6 pieces blouse. Now from both leg of the dart, I'm going to come in and out 1 inches because my client bust is very full, so I want the under bust to be well contoured. The next thing I did, the contouring amount, I connect it to the waistline. If your client is not uh busty, you can use 0.75 to half an inch. The next thing you want to do from here is to draft the cup. Now to draft the cup is that you use your freehand or you use your pattern master. I'm just trying to check the part that is most curved and draft the bust cup. So this is what you're going to have, and on the under bust you're not going to leave it sharp, you're going to curve that place as well. You're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, and you're also going to curve the under bust like so. The next thing you want to do from here, you want to go up from the bust point by 1 inches. This helps to create more room for your bust. Yes, you go up from the bust point by 1 inches. It helps to create small room for your bust so that your bust will sit well along that point. Now I'm going to come up 1 inches. From the 1 inches point, I'm going to connect it to any point on the armhole to get our pieces seam. So take your time to choose a perfect point on the armhole. As far the bust, the line is coming from the armhole into the bust point is known as the armhole pieces seam. So this is what you're going to have. Create a notch so that when you are sewing this point together, they are going to match at that point. The next thing you want to do, from the bust point you want to go in 1 inches on the bust dart and retrace your darts. Please retrace your darts. Okay, after that you are going to extend the dart line to the hem line. Yes, the dart line to the hem line. So this is what you are going to have at the end of the day. The next thing I want to do, I'm going to come in with my scissors and cut out this pattern. After cutting the pattern, this is what you are going to have. Now you are going to lay this pattern on a fresh pattern paper from the waistline. Yes, the flare effect for the 6 pieces dress is coming from the waistline. We call it the girdle. Now please take note of what I'm doing here. After taping it down, you are going to extend your hemline to accommodate the girdle or the fullness that is coming from the waistline. Okay, this is what you're going to have. Please, I'm taking this tutorial slowly so that you understand what I'm doing here. The next thing you want to do, you want to extend your hemline like so to accommodate the fullness or the girdle. Now on the waistline, you're going to measure what you have from the center waist to the inseam. What you have there, we have 3.25. So from this 3.25, you are going to come to the hemline and mark 3.25. Yes, 3.25. Now from the 3.25, you are going to go out 3 inches. That's the weight I want to work with for this girdle. You can do more, but for me I feel 3 inches is okay. So from the 3 inches point, you are going to connect it back to the waistline. After connecting it, you want to do what we call balancing. You measure from the waistline to the hemline, whatsoever you have. We have 8, so you're going to mark this on the slant line, taking your measurement from the waistline. You can see where it stopped on the slant line. Now you are going to curve the slant line into the 3.25 points, 3.28 inches point. Now this is what we have for the center front of the blouse. These are 4 pieces. Okay, this is what you're going to work with. I'm not going to alter the neckline because of the design I'm working with. So this our neckline is going to be. Take your time to cut this out. Okay, so this is what you're going to have at the end of the day. These are 4 pieces. We're going to set it aside. Now for the piece that is going towards the side seam, now you're going to slide the bust point up to the 1 inch point, and then you're going to close your new dart on the bust point. Yes, you're going to close your new dart on the bust point, and once you do that, your line will break. Okay, you can see what we have here. Once you do this, your line will break. The next thing you want to do, you want to tape this down first and retrace your side seam. Okay, the next thing you want to do, you want to retrace your side seam because the line has broken. After doing this, the next thing you want to do from here is to clean up the bust points of this pattern. You can see what I did. I placed a fresh pattern paper under it and I concealed that opening with a paper tape. The next thing you want to do, you want to come in with your marker pen or your pencil and retrace that line. Make sure it is curved, and then you notch the middle point. That middle point you notch is your bust point. So come with your scissors and trim off the unwanted parts. Take your time. Like I said, I'm not going to rush you on this tutorial. Okay, you are going to trim the side seam like so. The next thing you want to do is to get a fresh pattern paper. Now watch what I'm going to do here. Get a fresh pattern paper and place it under this pattern. Before we do that, let's alter the side seam pattern. Now you see what I did. I placed my set square, making sure that the first L part is straight along the waistline. So by doing this, it will give you a straight line to work with. Don't make sure that the hem of your set square is straight along the waistline. So you're going to draw the straight line it give you on the side. Now you put the same thing here. Make sure that the L part of this ruler is straight along the edge. And the next thing you want to do, you want to extend those lines, and these are the lines we are going to be working with. Yes, now I'm going to get a fresh pattern paper and place it under this pattern. This is what you're going to have at the end of the day. I'm going to come in with my masking tape and tape this down. Yes, you're going to tape it down. Make sure the hem of the side piece is straight along the edge of the new pattern paper that you place under. So this is what you're going to have. Now the next thing you want to do from here, from the first altered leg, you are going to come out 3 inches. Yes, and you are going to connect these 3 inches to the waistline. Please take your time. I don't want to rush this tutorial. That's why you see me taking my time to do this, so that you understand what I'm doing here. Now from the first dart leg, you are going to come out 3 inches, and you repeat the same thing on the other side. You know where the line are coming from that straight line. Okay, we have our 3 inches. Then we are going to connect this to the waist. Repeat the same thing for the other side, and you are going to do the balancing. You measure your 8 inches and curve it to meet the straight line. You repeat the same thing here again, 8 inches. So that's how to draft a 6 pieces blouse. You put the same thing for the front. This is what I'm going to include for the back. This is why I'm going to include the back in this tutorial, is because of the contouring, how to contour when you are using a preset seam in your dress. This is what you are going to have at the end of the day. You can see the 6 pieces effect. Okay, this is what the front pattern of your dress should look like. Now let's work on the back pattern. For the back pattern, the first thing I did was transfer my shoulder dart to the armhole, close it and retrace the armhole. Yes, if your pattern do not have a shoulder dart, don't worry about this. Now I'm going to extend the bust point by 1, and I'm going to redraw it into this armhole. Now for contouring, I'm just going to blend the dart into those lines, and that's how to contour the back of your dress using a preset seam. Now repeat the same thing I did for the front. You align your pattern along a straight line like this. Then you paper tape it down, come out 3 inches. Measure what you have on the waist at the hem. So you're going to connect this and balance it. You repeat the same thing for the side. So I'm going to let this video play, and I'm going to show you how to add your seam allowances. This is what your patterns should look like at the end of the day. The front and back 6 pieces blouse pattern. For the seam allowance, because of this design, the zip is at the center front, so that's what you see me doing, marking this zipper allowance. So I place the center front of this dress or blouse on the 1 inches. I added half inches along this inseam, hem line and shoulder line and the neckline. And for the side seam, for the side space, I went to add 2 inches for the side seam allowance, but the inseam is half inches even at the armhole. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumb up, like and share my videos. We have other videos you can learn from in the channel, on the channel. Please subscribe and don't forget to leave a comment. This help us know what to teach you next. Have a nice day and bye.
For sharing